Welcome back, guys. This is Doug with Basement Level Magic, and we're back for round 2. Oh my god, I accidentally double-clicked. I had extremely friendly opponents so far. I think we bottom that. Just go ahead and get a swamp now and yield. Can't believe I did that, but I'll have to go back and look at the video. I didn't even look at the deck or the hand long enough to see what was in it. So hopefully I'm not super disappointed. But playing against green, that makes me feel a little better. I was going to lead out with the Nettle Drone, but would probably need to lead out now with the Valakut Invoker. I kind of wanted to build a black-green deck this draft. This allows us to retain our Silent Skimmer for, additional value. So do we want to play the Nettle Drone or not? Or do we want to play the Silent Skimmer? So Silent Skimmer, if we play the Silent Skimmer, keeps the board locked down, and Nettle Drone allows us to start doing some damage. I think we want to lock down the board, give ourselves a little more time. Although against black-green, we're probably looking at hitting something big here real soon. We'll see. Potential for Bone Splinters. If I hadn't had the opportunity to pick 3 of them, I'd be a little more worried. Yeah, that's quite the ramp we got going here. This is a good place to play the Nettle Drone, though. Actually, that's a pretty decent draw, too. So we play both. And unfortunately, we can't, use the ability on the Nettle Drone because we can't tap it this turn, but our opponent's board is starting to get so big and scary that I think we just need to get something out there. And most of our deck is colorless anyway, so I think it's fine. Certainly has a lot of mana available to him. Are we just dead? That was like the perfect hand for our opponent's deck. So we block here and take what? 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have to block one other. I suppose we block, here as well. I mean, he may just be holding 2 Swarm Surges, and that's why he doesn't care. But that is a bummer. Yeah, now I think we are just dead, right? So we block. I have 3 blockers. We can block the Dominator Drone. We have to block the Culling Drone, and then we probably block a Scion. Take 3. And we're 1 short of an Oblivion Sower. Nettle Drone dies no matter what because we have to use him to block. Yeah, we're just dead. accidental mulligan is definitely gonna hurt me. I mean, he could have just won just by sacrificing the Blighted Fen. He had the mana to do it. I guess he wants to show off cards. Smothering Abomination and black-green is quite good. So we have to block the big guy. I mean, we're dead no matter what next turn anyway. So why not take down 1 damage? I guess Rolling Thunder here would have done something. But yeah. Yeah, Rolling Thunder would have been really good. He's going wide, so something like Heatran Blade actually does seem good against him. Silent Skimmer seems good as well. I think we need to kind of transition ourselves out of being the super aggressive deck and into being more of a controlling deck. If that's possible. I suppose that Hagra, retreat to Hagra also somewhat helps. Although he's going to go too wide for us to take a turn to play it, so I don't think that's a good choice. Sure Strike seems bad, just because he's going to have a whole bunch of chump blockers. Silent Skimmer is also a little awkward because it doesn't do any damage, so it can't even kill a Scion token. Kozilek Sentinel seems quite good though. Stonemaker, less good. See taking out the Oblivion Sower because we probably, well, I don't know. We probably don't get there, and if we do, we want to play a Rune Processor instead, but it does exile so much stuff that maybe it enables a Rune Processor. I haven't seen a Stone Fury yet this game, or this draft, out of our deck. If we make it, I don't know, from what I've seen of his deck, I don't think the Invoker is going to be, well, it does block well. Down to a minute. As we take out a Sludge Crawler. Seems pretty good. Oh, yeah, I mean, we just played out just like it looks. And see if we get a chance to get back into the game. Turn 1 Blister Pod again. I wonder how many of those he's playing. Nice not to see anything turn 2 though. That'll definitely come in handy eventually. Fortunately, that doesn't mean we can attack. Although maybe we should. We just won't block if he attacks with the Blister Pod. And if he wants to block, that's fine too. Yeah, this is fine. So we Evolving Wilds next turn if we don't draw land. If we do draw land, we Mindraker. If we don't draw land, we can invoke her. Yeah, again, we'll just take one. That's fine. So we did draw land. Tempted to Mindraker just for the ping. And since the Valka Invoker's not online, I think we can hold it until it is, as Mindraker blocks just as well. And we can still attack with the Sentinel. So I think this is a good line. Fortunately, can't disrupt the hand at all. But that's okay. Now we need our opponent to get stuck on either lands or just run out of good stuff to play, because he's going so wide already that it gets a bit scary. He's pondering here. Hopefully he's pondering a Swarm Surge. I'd rather he attack now and get in for 9. Oh, Eyeless Watcher. So next turn we probably have a Swarm Surge coming. Get in our damages. So this time we finally miss our land. We don't have a super good target right now for a grip. So I think I'm just going to bust the Evolving Wilds. I think a mountain is fine. Play the Valakut Invoker, as it's a pretty good blocker as long as he doesn't Swarm Surge. And we'll wait. I wish I'd taken one of those Boiling Earths now. But since I didn't, I'll have to find another way to get in here. I guess he's probably doing math. Oh, Skitter Skin. Which is not a bad card. Originally I thought it was pretty terrible, but I think it's actually not bad at all. Especially in a Devoid strategy like this. Stonewaker also not bad here. I do wish we had a... Oh, I forgot to ping. I do wish we had land to play with it. We're one short of grip though. So even if we play it and we get a land, we probably won't be activating it. Which is the one thing I don't like about Stonewaker. And there's nothing really worth killing except for I could kill the Skitter Skin because he can't currently... You know, I'm actually pretty tempted to do that. He can't currently regenerate the Skitter Skin, so if I kill it right now with the Stonewaker, It's just gone, which is nice. Although he only has a single black mana, so if I get my land next turn and we can take out his only swamp, the Grip of Desolation is going to be pretty awesome. I wonder what he's doing. He sacked 2 Eldrazi Scions. Oh, to Unnatural Aggression. Sure. I mean, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. Thinking about attacking with the Valakut Invoker, but I suppose that's a worse trade. I'm surprised he was willing to sacrifice those Eldrazi Scions just to get rid of the Kozilek Sentinel. Maybe he's worried because he can never attack into it. Don't want to miss that ping again. Really need a land now. Yeah, so the question now is, do I want to wait to Grip of Desolation till after he sacrifices something, even though he'll get a card? I probably don't. I know that he has double black and double green. I think this is the only double black spell I've seen from him. So do I want to just go ahead and take the Blighted Fen instead? I think that's reasonable. As it'll keep me from losing a creature. Especially now that we're 2 lands away from the Valakut Invoker being online. Sure, you can draw a card now. But now he can't block favorably against either of my creatures. So he's essentially at 4 now. Next turn he has to chump block. So I think that turned out pretty well. I mean, if he's going to come back, that's going to be the card to do it. Although we do have a 4-turn clock if he can't do anything about the Nettle Drone. And that's if we don't draw any more colorless spells. So I was just contemplating whether or not to attack with the Mindrigger. I think we do, because if he doesn't, he has to chump block basically, because if he loses his Undergrowth Champion, he loses all that value that it might bring out later, and if he plays another land, and he's running out of time anyway. He's essentially at a 3 right now. I assume he puts the Blister Pot in front of it. See, that shocks me. And I'm super happy. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. Yeah. That was just a bad attack. I forgot this is the one that gains counters. Although it could actually end up being relevant. I thought he just took the blister prod in front of it because he could attack the next turn or block even something bigger. I still don't think he can attack. So what are we at? 6. So this is 7. I think we play it because if we draw one next turn, we just win basically. If we hold it, we don't have even the possibility of activating the Valakut Invoker, as we'd be holding a land. Sure, null's fine. Yeah, Undergrowth Champion is a bomb card. So any colorless spell we win. Stone Fury? We can kill the Voracious Null because he doesn't have the... Well, he does have the mana. And it's a colored spell, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so if I Stone Fury the Null in response, he just... Oh no, he needs the... Well, I could sacrifice the Eyeless Watcher. Yeah, so that doesn't work. But then he only has one blocker. Actually, it does work. So the reason the Stone Fury here is, yeah, because if he sacks, so he has to sacrifice the Eyeless Watcher, and sacrifice the Scion. And if he does that, he only has one blocker, and I just attack with everything. Alright, so any changes we want to make to be on the play? Or, I'm sorry, on the draw. I don't believe we do. Goodness, this seems slow. It's got both colors of mana and plenty of it. I've got a Silent Skimmer and I've got a Hedron Blade, so I can equip the Hedron Blade to the Skimmer and then kill anything that's colorless. That seems pretty good. We'll keep it. It's probably a questionable keep. But we're all in the draw, so... We'll see. Only 2 mana away from the Despoiler. That was a perfect draw. So we'll just wait. I was going to say I don't think he attacks, but now I think he does attack. And keep in mind that it's actually just a 3/3. I think here, rather than equipping, we just go ahead and attack with both. And we get to get in as well. Sorry, 4/4. I said it was only a 3/3. It's a 4/4. Next turn we have the Vestige. So Sifter allows us to scry whenever a creature dies. So what can we do here? Not much. Whatever we do, we're essentially just taking 4 next turn, unless... Yeah, so we're probably just giving up a creature. The only thing that can kill the Snapping Gnarlid, and that is if they don't get a landfall trigger, is the Vestige of Emrakul with the Hedron Blade, or I guess also the Forerunner of Slaughter. Oh, or we could double block. I think we're just going to play the Vestige and sit back. And it gives us the option to double block, which we may even end up wanting to do. As sad as that is. God, he's just gonna hit a land every time. So he can't kill both creatures, he can only kill the Forerunner or the Vestige of Emrakul if I double block. Which he may decide is just worth it. Or he may have his fight spell. Puts a card on top. Plays a Blister Pod. Call the Scions. Well, Sure Strike would be okay if... I mean, we could attach the Hedron Blade and give something Death Touch. Probably the Kozilek Sentinel. Or even the Forerunner, honestly. So the two things I can do, so Kozilek Sentinel, if I add the Hedron Blade to it, survives if he does pump his team. And I keep the Sure Strike up to give my guy first strike, which I guess just makes them bounce off of each other, as all of his creatures have first strike as well. But it lets me stay in the game. Kozilek Sentinel, you know, would even survive if he was plus... Is it +2 or +3? Oh, Swarm Surge. I think it's +3. But I could still survive a Scion. That's tough. Missing the land actually hurts really bad here because I can't attach and play something. I guess I would need 2 more lands though. I guess we'll just do that and then we'll sit back and wait. Plays a land, which is nice. That means, I was gonna say that means he doesn't Swarm Surge, but let's see what this is. Scour. Yeah, not a thing we can do about that. But our opponent is out of cards. So we get to kill his Catacomb Sifter, which is nice. We can stop the scrying. Take 3, unfortunately. Okay, so we hit our land. Unfortunately, we absolutely have to, I think, play the Silent Skimmer. Do we care about taking 2 damage and going to 5? I mean, if he has Swarm Surge, he's going to kill both of our creatures anyway, and we take 3. We're not in a very good position either way. I'm super tempted to attack. I could even do 5 damage. I could even give the Silent Skimmer haste. I think we're dead to Swarm Surge anyway. Let's just hope he doesn't top deck it. And we go to 4. This at least keeps it close. And that's pretty aggressive, and it may be a little too risky. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, but he's starting to get concerned. So that means he didn't draw like super gas. Grip's a good one, but we can't play it. We need one more swamp to play it. But taking out the Blister Pod would be pretty awesome. I want to play the Hedron Blade, but I think it's just too risky. I think what we want to do, or equip the Hedron Blade. I think we just want another blocker. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of time. This one's been tricky though, so I can take him down. I mean, he blocks the Forerunner, makes another Scion, so essentially the board doesn't change. I kind of want the Blister Pod to live, so you know what? I'm gonna play the Silent Skimmer and attack with the other one. If we draw a swamp, I think we're in good position. If we don't draw a swamp, I think we're really, really screwed. Well, there's that too, I guess. So we'll just play another one. And we're lethal next turn. He has to remove 2 creatures. If he doesn't, we win. Swarm Surge, that's pretty good. We clearly have have to block everything. And we'll see if he has got a follow-up play to remove anything. That doesn't do it either. Opponent just wanted to chit chat a bit. I think he's out of stuff to play. Says he punted the second game using a spike card wrong, perhaps. And he makes good sense. I think he might be right. Another card we can't play. All of our 6 drops, so we'll go ahead and attack. I guess we could have equipped, but oh well. So that's the match, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been Doug with Basement Level Magic. Stay tuned for more drafts. We have round 3 coming up soon. Thanks.